Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a fairly short video. Basically what I'm going to be doing is just telling you guys how I'm staying consistent in Fortnite OG. And what I mean by that is that this season, considering this is a short season and this is probably a one in a lifetime moment, I haven't really been focused too much on completely improving, but I have still been doing some things to make sure that my skill level does kind of stay up to date, and that when next season comes, I'll have a better understanding of things that I should be working on and should be practicing. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys I believe it's like the 4 things that I do to just stay consistent. So first thing I do is just load it to creative. I literally start my day off with this in creative, and I have a map called 15 minutes rebuild. I'll come in here and I'll do exactly what it says. I'll just rebuild for and what you want to do while you're in here before I do start the game is you want to make sure that while you're free building, you take like the first 5 to 10 minutes like warming your fingers up for the day, and then like whatever time I have left, once I feel warmed up, I'll basically just start practicing something that I'm not good at. So when it comes to your mechanics, that's what you want to use your free building time for. Is like with your mechanics, you want to work on the thing mechanically that's just holding you back. So when it comes to your mechanics, let's say high ground retakes are one of your weaknesses. You want to learn a high ground retake, and then you want to like learn how to actually use it. I will describe how to do that because that is something that is part of the routine. But you know, let's say like tunneling is your mechanical weakness, then you want to just start practicing a whole bunch of different tunnels. You know, like first you want to start off with something easy till you master that. You can do it in game, and then you want to like move on to something just a little bit more difficult. Do that till you can do it in game, and then just keep going until you know how to do almost every tunnel in the game. You know that if you need to do a specific tunnel, you can do that tunnel. And yeah, like you know that that's going to become one of your strengths, and it's not going to be holding you back. Like, you know, another thing, let's say another thing is just like learning different, like just knowing moves in general. Like if you can't double edit, then you should practice the double editing and stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and do this so you guys can get a better understanding. So what I do, I get in, I do have guns in here. They're not updated. I did make this one like season when the twin map came out, so that's why it's like this. But yeah, basically yes, see, I'm not that warmed up. But this is basically all I do is just free build, and I do this until I feel like I'm just warmed up. Like once I see I'm starting to get a little bit more consistent, my fingers feel warm, and the game just feels natural, that is when I switch on to helping with my mechanical practice. As you can see, I have been getting a little better, doing a lot of new moves more consistently. But yeah, so that's basically what I would do when I first get on this free build until I'm like warmed up per se. And now to show you guys what I mean by the weakness thing, that's what I like to call it. I like to call it your mechanical weakness training. So what I do, so let's just say that, like for instance, one of my weaknesses right now when it comes to my mechanics is doing retakes. So what I recommend doing is just looking up a retake on YouTube, or if you see that it's a retake that you do in game a lot, that you see actually kind of works pretty good, then that's something that you can practice in creative. So something that I see myself doing a lot and just being in the situation is doing this retake right here. You throw a thwipe cone like this, you jump with the ramp, you do a cone flip, and then you have 2 options. You can either come out the side, do an elevated high wall side jump, which should be like this, or I'll do it again so you guys can see the other version. Or you come out of it like this. You're not supposed to do it, but you can. Yeah, you have to see this line in practice. But basically throw these walls up and you can come straight. And then if you want, you can do another high wall side jump. And I just find this move to be super useful. And I'm trying to like make it to where I can do it a little bit better, because doing this right here all in one motion throwing this Wi-Fi cone, placing the walls, and doing this. Pretty difficult for me. So you want to try to make it easy for yourselves. So yeah, like right now, I could probably just learn how to do this Wi-Fi cone. And yeah, basically what I wanted to do. So like let's just say the time was just like this. Let's say I spent like 3 minutes rebuilding and I felt warmed up after that. I will use the last couple of minutes I have, and I will use that to just practice the retake, literally just on repeat. And if you want, you can even make it easier for yourself and just start learning the retake in seconds. So the first, like for instance, the first section of this retake is a Wi-Fi cone. So yeah, you guys can see I didn't even go from this. But you guys want to make sure that you can do the first part. After doing the first part, I can practice throwing walls. Like, yeah, see, for this retake, you have to have great movement. But yeah, and basically, like, the first thing I do is I just rebuild while making sure I'm learning the moves. And something else that I do think I should mention, just so that you guys do know this, is that if you feel like the move you're trying to learn is too hard, like let's just say for instance you practiced it for like a week straight, you know, you've been consistent, you haven't missed any days, you just feel like you're not getting it. The first thing is taking it down a notch. Either only learning one section of the move and learning how to use that, or just completely finding a different move as a whole. So let's just say that retake I just did was too hard. What I could do is just try to learn a different retake. So let's see. Come out of here. Yeah, it's a little hard. But like something you could do is just learn something else. Like another retake that I actually want to learn is this one. Where you come out like this. Oh my. Yeah. Okay. When I get on start recording, I just don't do anything. But it's basically I come out like this. Most people expect you that way. What I did was add a cone to it. So yeah, so if I feel like that retake doesn't get too hard, what I can do is just switch over to this one. And basically just practice this until I learn it. You want to try to like spend a maximum of 2 weeks on a move. At least, yeah, like by the end of 2 weeks you should know how to use it in game. It should just be natural. If you start rebuilding, you shouldn't have to think about it. It should just automatically come to mind. But yeah, so that may be the retake that I actually start to learn. Which, like I said, I do find to be a little simple. The only hard part will probably just be this tight crosshair placement. If I want to even learn this retake, which is basically the same thing. You do this motion, you place the cone, you do floor, you place the wall through. And if you want, you can do an elevator side, you know, which I feel like a lot of people try to do. But yeah, guys, basically all you want to do for this first section. The second section, I'm actually not going to go in the map because I do feel like this is just something I can tell you guys. But the second thing I do is aim training. And for those of you who don't know, I actually have my aim assist turned to 50%. And I aim train and just play the game normally with 50% aim assist, just because over time it's gonna help me with my aim a lot. Because it's gonna force me to be more accurate. Like I noticed that my AR aim has been getting a little bit better. I am learning how to do it more. But the point of this is just that it makes your aiming more accurate. It does only work with controller, by the way, because keyboard and mouse are natural. But if you're on controller, if you just turn your aim assist to 50%, what you want to do is just learn how to play with 50% aim assist. Like you see that you're hitting a whole bunch of shots with basically no aim assist, because when I play, I don't feel any aim assist apart from 50. Then, you know, like once you start turning it up a little bit, you're gonna see that your aim is getting better. All because you learn how to play without aim assist. So in reality, aim assist is really just there to kind of back you up just in case. But that's literally all I do. Some good aim apps that I recommend are like Raiders Solo Aim Trainer or Aim Duels headshot only map. And for those keyboard players or just anyone who has it, pullbacks and aim labs are really great. That does help out a lot. I've seen a lot of people use it and then get great results from using it, so I definitely try that out if you can. But yeah, that's what I do for that. The third thing I do is this one. It just depends. Like normally I'll switch up the days. I'll either do not aim, but I'll either do piece control tunnels or piece control map. And for those of you who don't know, a piece control map is basically just gives the piece control drills through practice that you can slowly start incorporating it into your gameplay and learning the fundamentals of piece control. And then piece control tunnels, in my opinion, they help you with building and editing consistency. And just naturally, like when you're in game, say I was trying to keep someone right here, they would just help me be like way more consistent. And then when my kid is right here, piece control tunnels would just help me be a lot more consistent when trying to like full build and piece towards my opponent, which I think is something that everyone should be doing. But like I said, you guys can just switch these up throughout the day. Piece control drills tomorrow, and then just use that. But the last thing that I've been doing, because to be honest, in all seriousness, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but I have kind of been slacking on my realistic and 1v1, all because I've been focusing the rest of this season, season OG, just straight to box fighting. That is something right there. Because I feel like my box fighting has to be my best skill when it comes to my fighting. Like, if you throw me in a realistic right now, the chances of me winning are probably, I'm not gonna say very low, but if I had to give it a scale of through 100, like 1 through 100, then I would say the chances of me winning are like 40% out of 100. But if you take me into box fight, the chances of me winning just instantly get bumped up like anywhere from 70 to 90. Even against good players, it's just that I've been playing so much box fights that I just kind of learned to play off of them. Even with the good players, because I know they don't make a lot of mistakes, but I have kind of learned to play angles better. So if they take an angle on me, I know how to, use that angle against them, take a shot back. Even if I've learned how to, I've learned like a lot of tips and tricks for box fighting. Something that I'm actually trying to do right now with this box fighting is learn a play style of box fighting. For those who don't know, there's a play style of box fighting called diagonal box fighting, and I'm trying to learn it. Just because it is very helpful. It's how a lot of pros play too. So if they're doing it, then most definitely lets me know I should be doing it. But yeah, guys, this video is a little longer than intended, so I am gonna go ahead and end it off. So just a quick recap for you guys. First thing I do is just get on the game. I pre-build, and I would say if you have this time thing, I'll say like this section. But like for this first section, I would just say anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. I think anything under 15 minutes isn't enough time, but anything over 30 minutes is just you trying to avoid actually playing the game to get better. But they're just avoiding the game to actually go get better. So 30 minutes should be the max, and like 15 minutes should just be the minimum. And then the next thing was aim training. Aim training is very important, very crucial. If your aim sucks, then your gameplay is gonna suck. You can full piece someone, flip them, do whatever. If you can't rely on getting your shot, then you're not gonna get anywhere. That is the honest truth. It's not to sound good, that's literally just how it goes. If your aim is bad in the game, it is gonna make it harder for you. Especially for the people with crazy mechanics. Like, you can have great mechanics, but your aim can just sell you each time. So that's why it's always good to work on your aim, keep that up to date. Third thing is piece control tunnels, piece control drills. Like I said, I'll just do them like switch it up. This day do this one, the next day do the other one, so on. And yeah. And then last thing, just playing box fighting. Or for this one, it is pretty it is like based off what you guys want to do. Like, if you want to improve your box fighting, then you by all means play box fighting. If you guys want to improve your actual fighting, then I recommend doing like realistics or 1v1. It really depends. Like if you guys just want fighting practice, like fast-paced fighting practice, then I recommend doing 1v1s. So you guys like kind of takes all that, taking height, angles. If you guys want some realistic fighting practice, like with mat caps and all that, then I will most definitely go for realistic. That is what I choose. I don't really play a lot of 1v1s because I do like to use my time in realistic, not realistic, but realistic because like I said, it's more realistic. And like, I don't know, I feel like Zone Wars is really help with this, but if you guys want to kind of simulate a mini game, and like those moving zones, then Zone Wars is most definitely one that you want to do. But yeah guys, that is it for this video. If it was helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe with the bell so you never miss an episode. And yeah, until the next video, that is it for me, so I will say